Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking, it is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with and in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, love always wins. And now three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest amongst these is love. Somebody was planning a spiritual attack on you today, this morning. And they were getting set up. They got the chanting, and I guess they got your pictures out and candles lit and whatever. They was watching you through a camera, okay? And they were winding up to spiritually attack you today, whoever you are. But then whoever I'm talking to, they saw you light a candle too, and they seen you put salt around it and write your intentions and what your prayer is, okay? Because they watch you through a camera very carefully, okay? And whoever you are, you must use some type of sage or frankincense to clear your space. Whoever you are, the minute they saw you doing that, everybody ran. Like everybody fled. You might have heard tires burning outside. Suddenly all the noise up around your spot went dead silent and everybody disappeared. Why? Because these people understand that they're afraid of you. Okay? They're spiritually afraid of you. And it's not the people, it's the demonic spirits inside of them. You are like Shrek. And because these people are cowards, okay, because most of your campaigns got started due to somebody with a weak spirit that was triggered by your confidence and the attention that you get because of it. And they were triggered by your look. Both men and women, all of y'all. Believe it or not, most of you all, literally, your gang stalking campaign was triggered by someone close to you that was triggered by your confidence, your intelligence, your ability and willing spirit to get out there and do in the world. You understand? And they are the one that got seduced and in a contract with a cult, because there always has to be an entry point. Because if you have a strong family where everyone's in a high frequency and high vibration and everyone's on key, then they can't penetrate your circle and you support each other. So it always takes somebody that's really close to you to be triggered by your look, your confidence, your intelligence, your strength, and your physical appearance. Okay? So somebody was gearing up to attack you. And it's a group of these reptilian Nephilim people. Okay? Some of them are pure, and others of them have given their vessel up in a ritual, and they're using their human vessel. Now, brings me to today's reading. So it's kind of like every day from a distance, they're coming around together to see if they can slow you down from living your life, okay? And push you down into a spot and position in life they need you in so that they can use your energy because they're weak, right? And as soon as they come toward you, it's like raid, like roach spray. And they're cowards because it's like Shrek. You remember how all of the people would go to the swamp where Shrek was self-made, okay? Shrek knew how to survive without the government. I'm talking about the Disney Pixar movie. Yeah, I love Shrek. Shrek hunted his own food. He had his own solar panels, got his own water. He had his own special toothpaste he made out of swamp stuff. Shrek was independent, self-sufficient, and he was confident. He was confident, happy with his life, and he was content with himself and his life. He wasn't bothering nobody, but he was strong as hell, and he didn't need nobody for nothing. All he needed was to be left the hell alone. But everybody made him out to be a problem because they couldn't stand the fact Shrek was so confident and he was so strong and smart enough to live off grid by himself and mind his business. So they made up a reason he's a threat to us because he's stronger than us. So we have to go over there and take over and stop Shrek. And they'll go over there and everybody's hyping everybody up. We're going to go attack Shrek. And then all he do is open up his mouth and roar at them one time, and every last one of them take off running. Pew! Like if they could throw a net on him before he get a chance to rip through the net because it's weak, all of the weak ones are going to come and get a free hit real quick. And then they'll take off running as fast as they can because they're scared. That's who a lot of you all are. These demonically possessed people are scared. The demons in them are afraid of your energy because they know your energy is pure and it's a very high quality, like hydrogen, pure hydrogen running a hovercraft versus gunky gasoline, 93 gasoline or 87 gasoline running an old car. You understand? They wish things on you. And they pull their energy through a lot of sexual rituals that they do to pull their energy. And then they speak words over your life and send you negative energy to spiritually attack you. But even with all the sexual energy they conjure up in their cesspools of orgies, even that energy is not enough because it's low frequency energy. And it's only powered off of shallow thoughts. Your energy, your sacred energy is powered from a greater source that comes outside of you that you're able to channel because of your high vibrational thoughts. And it passes through all your chakras. So the difference between when they pray and you pray is it's more powerful. And anything that you say trumps any prayer that they have. And because whatever you speak, you want that frankincense to do, or sage to do, or that candle to do, or however you define God to do. They know it's going to be more powerful and it's going to knock somebody on their ass compared to whatever they're trying to do to you. So because of their fear of your power, this is the reason why they're watching you from a military base, from a distance. This is the reason. They know who you are and y'all know who you are too. This is why they watch from a military base and want cameras all over the place. I want to congratulate everybody that's taken the flock challenge to knock over and cut down and damage and destroy flock cameras where you all are in America. Big ups to you. I'm proud of you. Now that's a challenge I'm really proud of for everybody that's in the energy of revolting, because the truth about the flock cameras they want me to talk to you all about is these Nephilim reptilian types. Those are who those flock cameras belong to. And the only purpose for those flock cameras, every now and then they'll give you a win. Oh, look, we caught a sex trafficker. That's not what they're for. They're not to catch people in damn crime. That's not what flock is for. That's a damn lie. They'll do one every now and then just to be like, see, we're doing our job. The same thing like the FBI. But in actuality, that flock is to monitor and surveillance everybody's energy and your energy field to see have you unlocked yourself spiritually and how powerful you are and how to control that power and how to control you, because they fear you because they know that if you fully unlock and unleash your spiritual power on them, you will destroy them. So I'm seeing signs of rebellion against these flock cameras. And I'm very happy in South Carolina that they was going ham on them flock cameras. And I'm hoping everybody will jump up and destroy every flock camera, because those flock cameras are for this reptilian Nephilim agenda that they're trying to push right now. And you can resist it. If you're a person that don't want to leave the country, yes, there can be a resistance if the masses come against what they're doing. Okay. They were showing me a whole lot of stuff, man. Okay. So there's somebody that has stocks and bonds, okay, that was left for them. And your whole family sold out already. Something was left for you from someone long ago, and it was left when you were younger, and it was supposed to be given to you already for somebody. And your family already sold out, and they allowed entities to infest their bodies and take over their vessels. Okay. And they're working with this secret society and the people that are pushing the agenda hand in hand. This brings me to the topic. A lot of you all are familiar with the movie They Live. A lot of you are not. Okay. There were two wrestlers, former wrestlers, from like the 70s, 80s that were in that movie. One white, one black. They were the stars of this movie. The movie They Live, a lot of young people, you might not know about it, but you can see it on YouTube for free if it's still available. It's talking about a reptilian agenda that was being pushed on the earth, where they were replacing, some of them were pure reptilians, and others were just people that were receiving wealth and rewards and positions in society from these reptilians to work together with them. And they were having these big meetings in underground cities and meeting halls that were built that you can only get access to if you sign basically a contract and joined them and became a part of their movement. And there were people, like people's regular neighbors were getting excited, like because when they would see their neighbors down there, they would be like, hey, did you join too? I don't care about what they're up to and what they're trying to destroy. They gave me a new house and I'm about to be the mayor in our town. And they're like, man, you better get the getting while the getting's good. People that lack foresight and don't care about longevity, took the deal instantly. And the masses of the people ended up joining them because they got something instantly that they would have had to work a lifetime for. Instant success, instant stardom, instant businesses, money. It's like being promised all kind of wealth and abundance inside of a country that is scheduled for demolition in 2030, basically. You understand? But to them, it's about pushing their agenda and getting the humans to work with them. You understand? Some of them by giving their vessels over to them. And to the humans that sign contracts and join them, to them, it's quick money. They lack foresight. They're greedy. They're insecure. They're impatient. They want instant gratification. So just like people that deal in drugs and make money in other ways, that's just quick money. Not the ones that have no other choice, but just because they're lazy. A whole bunch of people have joined them and went along with them because they want pleasure now. They want success now. So in the movie They Live, masses of people were coming in and joining because they were getting instant gratification for things that they know they would have to work for otherwise for long periods of time. New cars, all kind of things. But the big secret is all of the things that they are accumulating that they think are longevity are going to come to an end by 2030. And that's why it's no problem for them to give them important positions, money. You're going to get the biggest house you want. You'll get away with crime. You can do whatever you want. So in the movie They Live, the two guys put on these sunglasses that represent spiritual awareness, and they were able to see who was a human and who was a reptilian. The reptilians look like robot skeletons, okay? And they were able to see them. And some of them got angry, and some of them were police officers, and they wanted to attack the guys when they realized the guys could see through their skin that they were these robotic things. And they would try to arrest them or chase them or intimidate them. Anyone that could see them. Now, there's where you come in, all of you all. We are living right now in that scenario. The dates in the movie They Live were actually dates of things that actually happened in real time here. Okay. And the year they talked about 2020 COVID, all that was in the movie They Live, if you go back and watch it. All right. So this is what's playing out for us right now. There are reptilian Nephilium, Nephilium, like from the book of Enoch or the book of Numbers. Either way, it's the same thing. Okay. They are walking amongst us. Okay. Some of them are pure and others shapeshifters, and other of them got people that were regular humans in a low vibration that wanted instant gratification, joined a cult, and they allowed them for a position of power and immunity to do a ritual on them where they would destiny swap kind of like with them. The same thing they were trying to do with a lot of you all. Basically, it's because they got low vibrational people to do like a destiny swap for wealth. Okay. And a Nephilim slash reptilian took over the human vessel of somebody that was weak willed and agreed to allow them to mount them and take over their vessel. And these are the people that are chasing you down, trying to destiny swap with you. It's not them trying to destiny swap with you. It is that Nephilim reptilian that took their body that wants to destiny swap with you. If they could do a direct destiny swap with you, children of the light, to get access to the ethers, your Akashic record, your spiritual power, they would do it with you directly. But they need your permission. You have to sign a contract with them. You have to verbally agree to this. They can't force you. So because they know that you wouldn't do something like that because you're too high vibrational and too spiritually aware, they have to first trick the weak people, the weak humans, out of their spot by destiny swapping with them. And that's how these reptilian Nephilim beings are getting human vessels to operate in. And it's like checkers almost. It's like hopping from the weak-willed family member or the weak-willed cult member into their vessel and taking it over. And then from there, using that human vessel to utilize things in your world to destiny swap with a person of the light. And that's the war that you're dealing with right now. They want to take over completely your vessel, but they can't do it unless you agree to do a ritual and you give it to them. You give them permission. And your soul's not going to do that. So the humans that have power in government right now, and the people that are criminals in your face not going to jail are actually some, not all of them, but some of them are actual reptilian Nephilim that took over their vessel in a ritual. And they're the one that's copycatting you, stealing from you, hacking you, watching you every day for a weakness, looking for an opening. Okay. So the last thing that they want, because they are trying to push an agenda of getting rid of as many humans on the planet as possible, and then clearing out the land, the places you all were living, and just having a small, specific amount of you all to feed off of. And then whatever they're planning on doing with the amount of land that they're going to inhabit, who knows? Okay. But they don't need the same type of food as you. They don't need the same things that you all need. And the last thing that they want is money or power in the hands of someone that's an organic human with the potential to connect with their higher self, which is God, to have access to resources, money, or power. And that's the battle you're in. So that's why a lot of you that had inheritance that was left for you, that were building businesses, or owned businesses, or were doing well financially. A lot of you might have been farmers that own land and farmland that was trying to grow healthy food. Right now, the government is taking eminent domain, building more of these data centers, and they're forcing you off your land. Any person that has a house with a lot of land where you can grow your own food, but it's not a farm, they're doing eminent domain in some areas. I was watching on the news in Fayetteville, Georgia. They was taking this family's house because they claimed eminent domain over them. Like literally, you're going to see it get a lot worse. So a lot of you, they're fighting the people of the light that have the power right now, that might have inheritance money or any kind of wealth that belongs to you right in your face. They're stealing your money or blocking you from it. Okay. Somebody does not want you to get your hands on your money. Somebody has some stocks and bonds that's tied up in the form of inheritance that was left to you. And your family took the bait and signed a contract and are working with these people to stop you from getting this money. For somebody, they've been working hard to try to force you out of your home so that they can quickly do a guardianship over you and use a notary to sign the paperwork real quick, And what they plan to do is empty out some kind of account or cash something out and run. Okay. So there are people right now, somebody has inheritance in the form of stocks and bonds, and they are fighting you and working with some law enforcement that is a part of their agenda to watch guard over you. To anytime you step out your house, they're going to try to find a way to manipulate you to get you into jail or to get you in trouble or to trigger you. By they're trying to get a reaction out of you so they can justify a quick mental judgment, and then a notary can quickly, after the judge's order, give them guardianship. And all they need is about 3 days, like somebody selling their house cash only with no repairs, as is. You understand? You know, you can close on a home sale if you're not making any repairs, and it's cash only sale, 3 to 7 days tops. Okay. So this is what they're trying to do with some money that you have. It could be stocks or bonds that's in an inheritance. They're watching you. They keep sending people to whoever you are. They keep sending friends and family to spy on you. And when they get close to you, they pay people to do something stupid to you. And then they wait for you to do something back or to react because they want to record you react. This is their stupidity. You understand? This is their stupidity. This is what they're doing. They keep sending friends and family towards you to pay people around you to basically hit you and wait for you to hit them back so that they can put you in jail, or so that they can do something. They want a reaction from you that will warrant a judge and a mental health professional to quickly give them a conservative ship so that they can get guardianship. And they only need about 3 to 7 days to cash out these stocks and bonds and empty your account and run. That's what one of them are working on right now. Okay. Someone might be trying to cause an intentional fire or explosion. Okay. And also, somebody was sent by a group to you that wants to study your DNA. Now, you know, of course, it's nothing but these reptilians that are wanting to study your DNA because you're stronger than they are spiritually. And that's why they've wanted to study your DNA so closely so that they would know how to defeat you. Because that light inside of you, they want to study. They want to study your sacral energy. Why do you think they're so obsessed? Why do you think that they're so obsessed with your sacral energy? Excuse me. Let me get some smoke going here. Yes. Yeah. Why do you think they're so obsessed with your sacral energy? The reason they're obsessed with your sacral energy is because it's like antimatter in that movie Demons and Angels. You know, that sacral energy is very powerful. It's creation energy. Like it's literally creation energy. Like Big Bang Theory creation energy. Like create a baby type, create a planet type energy. You know, this is creation energy. It's very powerful, very powerful. And that's how you create ideas as well and invent things, inventions. It's also the energy that you use to manifest things, do magic, which is just manifesting whatever's in your mind. You understand? They don't have that type of power because these reptilian Nephilians are too low vibrational to create that type of energy on their own. You understand? And that's why they're so obsessed about you. Now, really quick, I'm about to jump in this read. Okay. So, you shall know them by their fruits. It's a famous saying from the Bible, Matthew 7:16. Jesus uses the Sermon on the Mount to explain how to spot false prophets. He means that a person's true character shows through their actions and results. Okay. just as a tree shows what kind it is by the fruit that it grows. Okay. Now I'm reading, of course, from Google. I know the Bible, of course, and people that are familiar with Christianity have heard that before. But in actuality, what they're talking about is the tree metaphor. A good tree grows good fruit. A bad tree grows bad fruit. No mixing. A good tree cannot grow bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot grow good fruit. The lesson: you judge a person by what they actually do and how they treat others, not by just what they say. Now, in actuality, uh, what I get and what I got from that is what they're really talking about is the battle between the two types of beings that have been fighting for this planet. Okay. You will know them by their fruits. You'll be able to tell apart the Nephilim children, okay, these reptilian Nephilim children, from the ones of God, the ones that come from beyond, okay, the ones that are of love, because we all look alike, meaning we all have two eyes, two ears, funny noses, like Mr. Potato Head. All, all of us that are humans, for the most part, regardless of your race or color, got some hair somewhere on our body. We got fingers, toes, feet, hands, if we're blessed, teeth in our mouth, two eyes. So, how do you know which ones are reptilian, Nephilim, and which ones are regular humans? How do you know which ones they are? And the Bible says you will know them by their fruit. You understand? You will be able to tell these particular people, even if they're emotionally intelligent vampires, not just by what they do. They carry a certain type of energy, they carry certain types of behaviors. Just like you can tell in church whose children belong to who, by how the children are trained and how they behave and what they do and what they don't do. You know whose kids belong to who. Oh, that's so and so Sally kids over there. You know that because look, she's sitting up there chewing gum in service, and look at that. Yeah, you know that because her mother wasn't home today and she came to church in a mini skirt. Yeah, you know whose kids those are. They ain't worried about nothing. They'll do anything. I'm talking about back in the day, y'all. You know, and then you see some other kids, you know, that look like they were trained in a damn army, and they literally follow every rule to the T when out in public, whether their parents are around or not. You know who kids those are because you can tell by how they was raised, because the way they follow certain rules and the way they do things, even when their parents aren't there. You know that they come from discipline and structure. You know they've been taught well. Might have had their ass whooped in that military of their parents or whatever. But you can tell them by their fruits. Okay, you can tell by what they say, how they talk, how they do it, the actions that they take, how they behave, the people that they're connected to and they associate with, their children. You understand? So, and don't get me wrong, in recent attacks, even if you do raise your kids right, they can orchestrate things to try to set you up to look like you're not chosen. Because for a lot of you, that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to orchestrate things in your life through gang stalking to make it look like you're not chosen. And if they could make your children look that way too, they orchestrated things for that. But it doesn't matter, because if you're a true chosen one, your true who you really are is going to shine forth no matter what. No matter what clothes you have on, no matter what job you're in, where you're in their society ranked as, you're still going to shine through. You won't be able to hide it. Just like Joseph, you know, they tried to hide that Joseph in the Bible was a star. So they, he was sold off to slavery. They thought he would be dead, but he ended up being a slave and being in jail and being framed and doing all these things to smear and cover him up because his brothers were jealous. They didn't want Joseph to seem like he was a star. Oh, look at Joseph. He's in jail. He's a bad person. He must be stupid too, because he wouldn't be in jail if he wasn't stupid. Look, he's in poverty. He has no family and no one. He's all alone. And now he's in jail for committing a crime. Look, he don't even have integrity or character because he was hit trying to have sex with the master of the housewife. You see, this is why we don't mess with him. But in the end, they could not change his inner character, who he really was, his integrity. They could not change his mindset, his views, his intelligence, and they could not change his energy. And after framing Joseph and having him sit in jail and go through everything and poverty to disguise his who he really was, he still made it to the destination, being the king. And what got him there was staying true to who he was, his authenticity, his intelligence, his intellect, his creativity, his mind, his brain. He became of use to people that were in higher positions than him because of his intelligence and creativity. People needed him. And eventually they were like, we need you so much. We can't have you in jail because I don't know why you are where you are, but you are an asset. You are an asset, and you do better over here out in the free world with the rest of us because we need somebody like you. You understand? So them trying to frame a lot of you through isolation and gang stalking as not being divine chosen people did not work. You understand? So this is what I got. Right now, someone's watching you from a military base and they're continually sending friends and family to spy on you. Okay. They're watching you through cameras from a military base. And they, a lot of them are these Nephilims in human vessels. And they're not going to give you what belongs to you. They're just going to keep on peeking at you and doing stupid stuff. They're just going to keep sending people toward you to try to get you to act out so that they could put you in a mental institution or jail. That's literally what they just keep doing over and over and over again for somebody. Okay. For somebody, they're mad because you broke through everything, every trap they set, and your crown chakra is activated fully right now. Okay. And that's why they're starting to beam a laser at your crown chakra when you're sleeping or 24/7, wherever you are. They're following you now with a laser and they're beaming it at your crown chakra. Okay. And the reason is because whatever they have been using on you in the past, for somebody, it's because you're rejecting all romantic love and you're going toward enlightenment. You're going further on your spiritual path. So their tool of control for you was supposed to be romantic love, keeping you always thinking that or seeking it out or thinking it's coming toward you or expecting at some point that you're going to be in a relationship or whatever. Whoever you are, you're on a spiritual path. That spiritual path that you're on, this is someone else I'm talking to. It requires you not to be pursuing romantic love, but to only abide in universal love. And because they cannot use romantic love to confuse you, create illusions in your life, this is why they've switched over now to pointing a laser at your crown chakra 24/7. Okay. Somebody has a camera in their eye and they're watching you through a military base because they're just waiting for the day that they're going to be able to empty out your account and to run. Okay. They're waiting for the day that they're going to empty out your account and run. All right. I'll tell you, I know they're doing this to a lot of people. I watched online a father and daughter that are farmers. They bought a farm and they're being gang stalked right now by one of their neighbors. They're doing the shooting guns in the air thing, and they're starting to stalk and harass them. This is in America, in Georgia. They have a YouTube channel. And I'm like, they don't know they're being gang stalked. They're jealous that they're becoming self-sufficient and independent. My prayers go out to that family that I saw being gang stalked like that. In my situation, and many, many others, like for me, for instance, they used to keep turning off my electric when I would do my readings. And they went under judgment for that. I'm here in Rwanda. And then they tried doing other things to me. They were stealing things by jumping over my fence. Right now, they bribed somebody around my house to turn my water off completely. Okay. I'm in Rwanda right now in Yarugunga, and they took bribe money to turn my water off and to what do you call it? to create work in the land plot next door to me to pretend as if they need to keep the water cut off in order to do this work or whatever the case may be. I've been an entire week and a half without water right now. I have water stored away for an emergency, but I'm just saying they took bribe money to turn my water off, hoping that it would get me out of my home and get me in a vulnerable position where they can create some type of situation whereby, oh, look, you're crazy, you're acting out. Why are you becoming violent or aggressive? Oh, we're going to have to send you to jail, or we're going to have to do this or do that. What they do is they watch you through a camera and they wait and wait and wait for you to give them the reaction that that they're looking for. And when you don't give them that reaction, they turn it up a notch. They couldn't get a reaction with the electric they were doing from me. They couldn't get a reaction when they set my house on fire, not the reaction they wanted. So now they have turned my water off. They turned my water off completely because they took bribe money. Really quick, who bribed them who gave bribe money to these people working around me here in Rwanda, an East Indian? Okay, a notary. Yeah. There might be an East Indian that might be friends with Chinese. They might be connected to Elon Musk that has a connection here in Rwanda. They're taking bribe money right now here in Rwanda to do things to expats or people that get away. So I just wanted to put that out there. It's anti-corruption, yes, but you can't control what individual people will do, even if they have those laws. Because the thing about it is, unless you do something extremely harsh, somebody's always going to take some bribe money to do something. So they took my Rwandan neighbors took money, the ones working construction next door to me right now, to turn my water off. Everybody's water's on except mine. They took bribe money to do this from a Chinese person. I think possibly one of the folks that wanted to study my DNA. And they had an East Indian connection here in Rwanda. And they worked together to pay someone up around me to turn my water off to try to get me to react in an aggressive way. So many of you might be going through different things, but the important thing is to literally make sure that you go within, meditate, and be prepared for everything. Depending on where you live, always have emergency electric, a way you can get access to electric in an emergency, the way that you can get water, keep water, plenty of water stored, and a plan. Okay. And also just make sure you have access to electric, water on your own, separate from whatever the government or whatever offers. Because as things get tighter, the more these people are going to bribe people with money to do these types of things. And when I'm finished with this reading, I'm going to go more public and put all the way in my title. If they don't turn my water back on, I'm going to go all the way in and do a reading with names and everything. And I'm going to make it my title. If my water is not turned back on in about 1 hour, I'm going to start pulling names and start posting pictures of the people that did it. Okay, so somebody was planning to try to empty your account and run. Okay, but they're burdened right now. Okay, really quickly, I just want to clarify these two real quick. Try to cause an intentional fire or explosion. Clarify, try to cause an intentional fire or explosion. So somebody was supposed to take very quick action. The Hierophant reverse. Okay, so this could be someone in the government, or it could be a military soldier or somebody, or police. Somebody was supposed to take quick action for Queen of Wands to try to cause you to have a fire or explosion, but the conflict ended. They had to reject the offer. So who was this Hierophant that was going to work together? Your neighbors. So one of your neighbors might be like military police or the police or in the government, one of your neighbors, and they were going to help cause a fire They were going to help people to set a fire to where you live at. Who else? Who's the Queen of Wands? Somebody's mother. Yeah, someone in the CIA, of course. Yeah, be careful. Somebody was going to work together to try to set your house on fire, okay, for somebody to cause an explosion because these people are stupid with this type of nonsense. What is virtual reality military use? What is virtual reality military use? And really quick, when I'm done with this reading, I'm going to do a whole reading, and the title is going to be Anti-Corruption in Rwanda, Anti-Corrupt Rwanda. Someone just took bribe money to cut my water off. And then we're going to do a detailed reading on the people that cut my water off. And I'm going to post their pictures up. And I'm going to stay on here all day until my water gets cut back on. Okay? Virtual reality, clarify. What is this military virtual reality? So somebody missed an opportunity to get a judgment reversed. So they needed you to be homeless with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. They needed you literally to be homeless with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse in order to be able to have control over your life, to keep you in virtual reality. Virtual reality is talking about the gang stalking, the street theater. It is talking about the actors, the Truman Show, meaning keeping you living in the community that they wanted you to stay in without leaving, like in the Truman Show. That's the virtual reality. But I'm picking up somebody has already relocated and moved. You were going to be the star of the show. So somebody wanted you to live in a community where everybody literally was going to be actors, and you were going to be the star of the show, which means everybody was going to be playing in your face. Okay? Like literally, they wanted everybody to treat you like you were Jim Carrey in the Truman Show. And wherever you were living at, you moved or relocated. And that completely caused that entire community to lose their contract. Okay? Their entire community lost their contract. The whole entire community literally lost their contract. They were sent to you by a group that wanted to study your DNA. Talk to me about, really quick before I jump in this read, they were sent to you by a group that wanted to study your DNA. Okay? They were sent, somebody's aunt was involved in this. Somebody was sent to you by a group that wanted to study your DNA. Your family. So you're different than the people in your family. Your DNA, even though you might have come out of the same womb as your siblings, you're still different. Okay? Your soul is different. You can come from the same mother, but spiritually, your identity, you're different from your family. So your DNA is also different too. Your family doesn't have the same DNA as you, even though you were born through them. It's something different about yours. And this is why they wanted to study you. And your family members all agreed, that if they didn't help you and help them isolate you so they could study you, that the rest of your family would get paid money to allow them to do this to you. Clarify, they were sent to you by a group that wants to study your DNA. Clarify, they were sent to you by a group that wants to study your DNA. Somebody's daughter and Chinese. I told you it's these Chinese scientists that a lot of them are reptilian. A lot of them, and your ex too. Okay, a lot of them are reptilian Nephilim. Okay, these Chinese Asians, a lot of them are more alien. And I don't give a damn if you say I'm a bigot, whatever you want to say. The cards don't damn lie. Okay, some of them, I'm not saying all of them, because we know all humans on the earth come from the original form of human. Okay, which would be out of Africa. Just like black is not a color, and white is not a color, it's a concentration of many things. And the more that concentration you have of colors and DNA and everything, the darker something is. But there's no such thing as black. Black is a concentration of the all of everything combined together. And because it has everything in it, it gives the appearance of what we call black. Okay. So these Chinese reptilian knee these Chinese reptilian y'all know what I'm talking about, Nephilim energies, they really wanted to study your DNA because their DNA is very, very different. Even though they have amounts of the original trace of DNA of the original humans, okay, they really wanted to study your DNA. So what I'm getting is they might have even approached one of your children and an ex of yours at some point in your life and told them that they would be filthy rich and get a large amount of money if they worked together with them to put you in situations where they could study your DNA. For one of y'all, that was to try to get you claim that you were mentally ill or you couldn't care for yourself and you needed to be put in psychiatric care. So this could be someone's child and their ex that were working together along with family members because your DNA is different. And this Chinese group wanted to study your DNA. Clarify, this is your daughter. Clarify, this is your daughter. The Four of Wands reverse. Okay, your daughter might have moved out of your home at some point. Okay, what's the Wheel of Fortune? Clarify that wheel. Okay, your daughter worked with a Leo and an Aquarius on this because it was such a large amount of money, all the things that they were offering for somebody. They were made an offer they were offered to work with an Aquarius and with a Leo by this Chinese group that studies DNA. And your ex, clarify your ex. Somebody's ex could be a Pisces or just someone that's very childish, a liar, emotionally manipulative, and immature. The Three of Swords, but they failed. So they failed. They were helping to keep an eye on you and to watch you. Okay. And they're not happy with the results because they really thought that they were going to get rich. And some people think that money is everything. Okay. Some people don't value connections with authentic people where you can feel safe. Long life friendships with people you can actually trust would never betray you for any amount of money. Some people don't value something like that. You understand? Some people don't even value love. And that's why I say we are in these last days. For some of you, your children might have more of a cold streak than you have. You know, we're different souls that reincarnate in families, which is an illusion, that all have different paths, different lessons. And some of us are more reptilian than we are warm-blooded. Okay. So I don't know, maybe your daughter takes more genetically from your ex or her dad's side. They might be more reptilian. Why they would even consider taking any amount of money to watch you for this group. Okay. But that's what's been going on they were sent to you by a group that wants to study your DNA. Okay. So you might have gifts. Oh, and to sacrifice you. Yeah. Okay. So you're an empress, man or woman, and they couldn't get away with sacrificing you. Okay. So what happened was the first thing that they wanted to do was to keep you in a Truman Show environment where they could study you, and also try to send people to date you, be in relationships with you, romantic interest, so that they can get an up close look at your DNA. They wanted to study your sacral energy, your sex, how you react, how much energy you release when you have an orgasm, how much energy you release when your heart is broke, when you feel fear, someone's going to be physically violent to you, when you are afraid because you don't have enough money, when you're going through poverty, when someone's emotionally gaslighting you, how much energy do you release? They were setting up all kinds of situations for you so that they could they had cameras and infrared and everything on you in this Truman Show you were living in, where they can see the energy going out your body. You understand? And they were going to do all kind of experiments on you, to scare you, to frighten you, having you followed out your home. And with each thing, even in relationships, for somebody, they might have been paying people you've been in relationships with to do things to the brink of like they're about to take your life, to make you feel afraid, like someone's about to physically kill you or something, because they want to see how much energy you release. Okay, these are the experiments they were running with you, and also blocking you from any potential love interests, good ones. Okay, and you caught on, you saw what they was doing. Okay, nobody was able to convince you that you were crazy, or that you were paranoid, or just needed some help. It's okay, mommy. No, nobody was able to play on your top. Okay, because I feel like you're smarter and more intuitive than all of these people. You got to remember, these people are slower than you. Okay, all the ones that are playing in your face, you're sharper than, you're smarter than. Like, you have more sense, more foresight, more wisdom, more perception, and spiritual ability than them. You're smarter than them. That's why they're afraid of you and want to study you from a distance. You understand? So they're trying to out trick someone that's a genius compared to them, and wondering why they come close to you and try to play with you. Maybe you should see a doctor. You feel paranoid. Bitch, if you don't get the hell out my goddamn face, and go running off scared because they know they playing in your face. It's goofy. It's given like the Shrek energy, right? So let's put this away. I just wanted to give you a little information on that. Now, tell me, who's this person watching from a military base? Identify everyone that's watching you from a military base. There could be a white woman here. Watching you from a military base. Clarify watching you from a military base. Watching you from a military base. Watching you from somebody's mother. There might be a mother watching you from a military base. Clarify watching you from a military base. Clarify watching you from a military base. A YouTube employee manipulating your stats. This is someone on your child's mom's side of the family. Watching you from a military base. Your aunt, a grandfather figure, and somebody from Cuba. These are neighbors. So they have a huge military base somewhere, but I think this might be like a hidden military base where all these people live on this military base. You understand? A lot of these people literally live on these military bases when they are carrying these things out against you all. Let's go. Who else? Watching you from a military base. Multiple people. Multiple people. Multiple people. The FBI, yeah, multiple. All of the whole entire government is completely corrupt. Your cousin, these are friends. So your cousin might have a friend in the FBI. Okay, this is you, Empress or Emperor, High Priestess. So this is your cousin. Your biological cousin is literally, it's a whole community of people. They all literally are watching you from a military base. For somebody, they're watching you and they just keep on trying to come up with a new idea to cause you to act erratic, because they're waiting to transfer guardianship so that they can empty out your bank account and cash out your stocks and bonds and run. And the government is working together with them to help them do it right now. That's what's going on right now. But they still must not be acknowledging the spiritual realm, because they won't get far. If they make up a goofy excuse, they're not going to get far. Holy Spirit, what military base are they watching from? What military base are they watching from? California, okay? So one of these might be a military base in California. I don't know if they have a military base in California. China, I can't make it up. See, the government is in bed with China. Of course, we already know that. But with these experiments too. What military base, Holy Divine Spirit, are they watching from? East India? Oh, so basically, it's a world order. We get it. So basically, it's like a new world order, old world order, but being refined in a new, different way now, because they're all working together. It's like, what do you call it? It's like not an ant colony. Yeah, a colony. They have colonized all the governments all over the world and their militaries. What you see is a lot of street theater going on in politics. What military base are they watching you from? Venezuela? West Africa? What military bases are they watching you from? I want you to tell me, watching you from a military, the DMV, okay? Might also be in the DMV. There's Ethiopians in the DMV. They just showed me Ethiopia. What military bases are they watching you from? South Africa. Clarify, what military bases are they watching you from? The Philippines. These could even be American military bases on other people's countries. Iraq. What else? What's this? Let's just say DC. That's it. There might be a Kenyan. There might be a Kenyan in DC at a military base, or they're watching you from a military base in Kenya and DC. And of course, Asia. We got that already. Tell me about California. Tell me about California. Somebody couldn't balance the situation. The Two of Pentacles reversed. Tell me about California. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's having a tower right now in California because somebody walked away from them. Who walked away? Clarify the Eight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. Clarify that Eight of Cups. Who is the Eight of Cups? Someone that walked away. Who is the Eight of Cups? The Five of Pentacles, a narcissist. Queen of Swords reversed. Someone walked away because they're in poverty. That was too reckless. One of these people could be a father figure, a Pisces. Okay. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that ended a conflict. Right now, this person might be drowning in their emotions because they feel powerless because they were exposed in the news. So somebody might have been exposed in the news and everybody's aware of them and they walked away from them. Okay. So somebody is hiding in California right now. Okay. What is this South Africa energy? All right. They said, don't waste your time. Okay. The Lovers reversed. Someone that used to partner up with somebody, but they were a bad investment. Okay. So I believe that King of Cups might be like, I'm getting like that Ethiopian professor that was dibbling and dabbling, using and coordinating with a Cancer warlock to set people up that they wanted to inject with neural remote monitoring. Yeah, there's a certain group of Ethiopians that are also reptilian as well. Okay. All right. So we got all that. I'm not about to dissect. This is where they are watching y'all from. Okay. I got Cuba. Yeah. This is where they're watching you from. And they have someone working at YouTube that's still manipulating your stats for somebody. If you have a platform on YouTube, the reason they're still manipulating your stats is because for somebody, they're holding your money and they're trying to wait you out. Someone's holding someone's money and they're trying to wait them out, because if you get all the money you're supposed to, then you'll have more freedom to move around and to claim whatever money is being held from you, blocked or stolen. So their goal is to try to slow you down and to limit your movements as much as possible without you knowing. So if you're someone that earns your money from YouTube, they've been manipulating your stats to make sure that you don't make too much money, because then it will enable you to move around the way you need to with ease in order to claim your money. That's what it is. Okay, clarify this. YouTube employee manipulating your stats. Yeah, someone's the wounded warrior because they took a risk. And someone had already kicked them out their energy, but they're taking a risk to do that for them right now. They're doing this for this Capricorn. Could be an Eritrean named Iran. Okay, there's a Capricorn here that was trying to get away with another crime with YouTube, but something got balanced because someone might have been watching. The King of Swords. Okay. Clarify, this is someone on someone's child's mom's side of the family. Okay, that must be that Capricorn Eritrean. Still has access to people in the government, even though they belong in jail or a mental institution. Yeah, because of this Aquarius that doesn't go to jail because the government supports what they're doing. They wanted to destiny swap with the Empress that's on YouTube. Yeah, okay. What's the FBI's involvement right now in all this? What is the FBI's involvement in all this? They feel defeated because they failed to help your cousin kill you. Okay. So the FBI was working together with your cousin and other people that they hired to try to kill you. Okay. They're friends, long-term friends, because of the cult they belong to. The FBI was working together with your cousin to try to kill you. And the reason they're watching from a military base is because your ass ain't dead. And they know that's going to mean jail for them if you come out in the open. Yeah, because somebody stole or is still trying to steal your 10 of Pentacles. It's these stocks and bonds. And they can't take a risk no more to try to kill you. And what's going on with this cousin at this military base watching you, scared? Somebody is not okay with an Aquarius anymore. Okay, so somebody that could be a boss in charge of enforcing some rules, they may no longer be supporting what an Aquarius was trying to get away with, and they don't know what direction to go because they couldn't get away with something, and all of them are caught. So this is what happens when you have an FBI agent that is trying to get away with killing an innocent person to steal money from them, or any other crime the FBI is involved with. If they get caught or exposed, they try to hide at a military base because, you know, the whole government supports this criminal network. So there are FBI agents that might disappear for a little while because they're still trying to hold back the victim from coming out to the public, from accessing their stolen money, because they know once that person gets their money, and they're not in danger of death, going into a jail or psych ward, they know it's only a amount of time before they go to jail. So they are waiting and they keep paying people to see if they could still go do something to you. And they're hiding out at a military base. Your cousin and this FBI agent that was working together to kill you. Clarify this cousin. Who is this cousin that was trying to kill you? Who is this cousin that was trying to kill you? The 5 of Pentacles reverse. Somebody kicked somebody out their energy because now they're stressed out. Now they're completely, this might be this FBI agent that's stressed out now because it's too much of a burden with the publicity and everything, and they have to release something and let it go. So they're hiding. Yeah, they're having a tower. The FBI agent's trying to avoid a tower because they know a secret's coming out. So this FBI agent, the United States Army is going to hide this FBI agent so they don't have to go to jail. Okay? All right. Yeah, go ahead, pay your taxes, y'all. Go ahead, pay your taxes. Tell me about this grandfather figure. Tell me about this grandfather figure. This grandfather figure is this an Aquarius? Okay, so this older man is an Aquarius. He's a King of Pentacles energy. Somebody has clarity or the truth about him traveling, the Two of Wands. So somebody got the truth and the clarity about him traveling to make a deal with the King of Pentacles. Okay, to set you up in your neighborhood and community. So this Aquarius has been hunting you everywhere that you live or you go, and they've been making deals with local people and local businessmen and women where you live to orchestrate your community to do gang stalking against you, to turn off your electric or block your Wi-Fi or cut your water off or whatever it is that they decide they're going to do. For somebody yesterday, attack you with cats. Yeah, someone has confirmation about this Aquarius. What's the judge? What's justice? Justice. Okay. Someone could be a Taurus and someone could be a Libra. They can't take action and they're very emotional right now. And they had to let something go. So they got clarity about who has been causing all the trouble in your neighborhood, wherever you live. This person that was traveling to you. Okay. Tell me about someone. I want to hear about someone's mother. Whose mother is this? Whose mother is this? Clarify mother. Clarify mother. Clarify mother. Whose mother? Clarify your mother. A King of Pentacles reverse. So this is a mother figure, either in your family or in your community, or this could be your mother. This might be your mother. Could have Earth in her chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Whoever your mother is, I'm picking up on. Your mother might even be married to somebody. Okay, your mother might be married to somebody, and your mother is very shallow and superficial. Your mother doesn't have any integrity at all whatsoever. Your mother will do anything for money. Okay, doesn't have any integrity, low vibrational. They're a liar. They're a thief. They'll rob, steal, kill. Without empathy. Yeah, the King of Pentacles reverse. Your mother obsesses about money. So whoever your mother is, your mother only cares about money. She's like a gold digger type, or she's very manipulative. She'll take, it's given like Tina Turner's mother. Yeah, y'all remember the Ike and Tina story where Tina's mama, she wasn't that worried about her daughter being beat. You know, she was more in the energy like, well, look, baby, we all got to carry our burdens, you know, but he's a good man because he be putting money in my pocket. You know, I'm getting that type of energy. Somebody's mother is like this, and she might be married to someone. What about this mother? Someone could have Aquarius in their chart, or someone's mother could be like a soulmate of theirs. Your mother was trying to help someone create an illusion in your life, and now your mother has very bad karma. Your mother got bad karma and she's closed emotionally right now. Your mother got bad karma. She's closed emotionally because somebody is blocking her or cutting her off. This must be who she was married to. Who's the Queen of Wands reverse? Somebody might be sexually promiscuous that can't recover. Who's this Queen of Wands reverse energy? Queen of Wands reverse. This could be an earth sign that's childish. Okay. Or somebody that's single right now. So there's somebody your mother was involved with that, I don't know how you're going to take this, but your mother was, what's the word? D-whipped. Just like when they say a man is P-whipped, your mother was D-whipped. In other words, your mother was happy to just be getting some. Okay. A King of Wands reverse is someone that can control somebody, control their money, control their mind, as long as they're giving it to them in the bed, right? Something like that. Somebody's mother is the type that will betray everybody as long as she getting some good D in the bed. It's some energy like that. Somebody's mother is like that. Clarify this. Someone could have Scorpio in their chart. Clarify that death card. Someone could be a Scorpio. Somebody could be an Aquarius that created an illusion but couldn't backstab and betray whoever you are. Someone was trying to create some kind of an illusion here. but now they have bad karma. Okay, somebody might be a Scorpio, and now they're avoiding a tower. This is a Scorpio. Somebody's mother might have a strong Scorpio placement in their chart. Okay, they took really quick action to help someone do a crime because they were either in a relationship with someone that was giving them good sex, or they were married to someone that was giving them laying the pipe for them. This is what they're telling me. There was a mother figure that was either in a relationship with someone that was laying the pipe for them, or whatever the case may be, and they got them to go along with doing something real fast, a crime or whatever. And things didn't work out, and now that person don't want nothing to do with her. They couldn't get away with the crime, so now your mother is sad because she alone, or he ain't around her. Somebody's still trying to create an illusion. What illusion is this? Somebody's still trying to create some kind of an illusion. Someone could have Aquarius again in their chart. What's the 8 of Wands? They're trying to quickly do something real fast. I keep getting they're trying to create. Oh, they created an illusion about a death. Clarify this death card. Someone made a decision, or someone was under judgment for something. Somebody was under judgment for a death because a death happened really fast. Who caused this death? Who caused this death? Someone that couldn't backstab and betray a younger person with a lie, and they cut them off. Oh, an Aquarius might have created an illusion about a death, but they actually killed somebody, and they kicked. So there might be an Aquarius whose son, maybe like an adult son, could have kicked him out his energy because he found out the truth about an illusion that was created surrounding the death of his mother, because an Aquarius killed. There's an Aquarius that killed somebody. Yeah, that star is an Aquarius for the money, the 10 of Pentacles, someone they were married to. Yep, and they couldn't get away with it because they didn't want to let something go, and they couldn't move to calmer waters. So they made a spiritual offer. So somebody did spell work on their wife, and they died. Someone did spell work on their wife, like a death spell, and they died. Yeah, this is the wife. It was an Aquarius. And he tried to lie to his child and say that he tried to lie to his child and say that no, she died of cancer or natural causes. But in actuality, he did spell work and killed her. He killed his wife and tried to lie to his son about it. But his son is aware that his dad killed his mother. And now his son has kicked him out his energy because he couldn't backstab and betray somebody for a 10 of Pentacles. This Aquarius was trying to get a large amount of money, and he did a death spell on his wife and tried to lie to his son about it. But in actuality, he killed his wife and couldn't balance the situation. So he couldn't, because he has a reprobate mind, and he can't balance his dark and light energy. And now someone's moved to calmer waters, and someone's sad. Okay, what's this about? A hermit, a Virgo? Tell me about this Virgo, a hermit. Somebody couldn't move to calmer waters because somebody was still stable. So they took a risk to make an offer against who? They made an offer against who? Someone that was stable, a mother figure. But the 10 of Pentacles reverse. Tell me about this hermit. I have a Taurus that also made an offer to get the 10 of Pentacles. Somebody was like killing everybody close to them. There is an Aquarius and a Taurus and a Virgo here I'm picking up on. Somebody might have sacrificed their mother, their wife, their sister, like just everybody. And they still didn't get their wish fulfilled. And then they had an idea to sacrifice whoever this 9 of Pentacles is. And it had something to do with a judgment. and they gaslit and emotionally manipulated somebody because they might have lost a large amount of money and wanted to recoup it, the Ten of Pentacles, but they couldn't get away with it and they would not let it go. So they kept on taking risks to try to kill somebody. This Aquarius, over and over again. There's an Aquarius out here I'm picking up on. Okay. There's an Aquarius that I'm picking up on out here that killed their wife, their mother, their sister, and many others. But when they tried to kill you, God said no. And all of them were spiritual offers. Everybody mysteriously died, but that's not a secret. When you turn on the news, half the people you see are people that are being sacrificed nowadays. Okay. Clarify your aunt. Somebody's aunt here. Clarify your aunt. Clarify your aunt. It's a missed opportunity. Your aunt is in the Four of Pentacles right now. She might be hiding at a military base right now too. The Knight of Pentacles. She's closed emotionally right now about work. She's trying to balance the situation with a Cancer. Okay. So someone's aunt could be working together with the Cancer right now to balance the situation, because a kitchen witch with a low IQ couldn't get away with something that she hired for work to do something, and she didn't get her wish fulfillment. Well, she didn't get the wish fulfillment of this Chariot Cancer energy. So somebody's aunt could have been working with Elon Musk on a contract to get them, if you have spiritual gifts, and they hired someone that was too destructive, that exposed everybody. And that's the reason why Elon Musk walked away from your aunt. Okay. And now she might be hiding on this military base. Is she hiding? Is she hiding on a military base right now? Okay. It's a missed opportunity, and they set her loose. Your aunt ain't protected, baby. Your aunt is not protected. She out here now waiting to get her karma. Okay. So basically, they have colonized all over the world, and they're sitting at military bases and they're watching you all through these cameras. That's what they're doing. It's part of this Nephilim reptilian agenda. They're watching certain ones of you, not the ones that are agents in the Matrix. They don't care about y'all. It's the ones that are part of the 144. Okay. Those are the ones carrying the light that they're watching. Okay. The ones that can see the manipulation, like in the movie They Live. They are colonizing the world. Okay. And they're carefully watching all of the people that can see them and see straight through what they're doing. So even if you can see the manipulation, the Matrix, and all that, unless you for a living talk about that online, keep your moves very silent and low key, and try to blend in while you seek guidance, how you should move, where you should move, and what you should invest your time and energy into for the future. Just keep a low profile. Don't worry about other people trying to convince them to hurry up and get ready. Half them people are goddamn sold their soul, and they're already Nephilim reptiles anyway. It don't matter if they from the same culture, race as you, whatever. It don't matter. Half of them goddamn people are part of the same thing. Okay, just keep your moves silent and low, and keep a low key. Because like in the movie They Live, you don't want to trigger anybody up around you that's an agent. And you don't know who's an agent up around you. They're mixed in with the regular population. Okay. So you got to be careful. Act like you don't notice what's going on around, while you quickly get generators and start storing things and making your plans to escape by creating an independent living for yourself. Okay. Okay, and what is this China energy watching from? We already know. All right, and how long are these people going to be hiding out at this military base watching us? How long are they going to stay here watching us? They can't move something forward, and they're burdened. Okay, and they're very emotional. So why are they at the military base? What are they expecting the military to do for them? Oh, they're getting fired. They're not going to work with them anymore because they know they're never going to get this judgment over you, and they're all going into poverty. Okay, they're about to be set loose. Yeah. So right now, their days are limited at this military base where they're hiding at. Okay. And in a minute, they're going to set these people loose with the full card. They're not going to be able to hide at this military base. See, what's been going on is they've been telling these people at this military base, that's, all on the same page. Don't worry, we can get it done. And they're like, it's been over 10 years. We can't let this go on forever. Okay. We have to at least give an illusion of control and government. We have to give some form of illusion that the government is still running things. Okay. It's some energy where it's been over 10 years. We can't do this anymore. I'm so sorry. I know we've been working with y'all for years, giving y'all access to these cameras to watch this family member you've been targeting, but y'all are unable to get the judgment reversed. And at this point, Elon Musk has walked away, and we can't keep you here forever. Y'all are on your own. You're going to have to leave. So it's like, it's like you're having a baby, your first baby, and your insurance only covers 2 nights at the hospital. And you're scared because you don't want to be at home just yet with your newborn without having medical staff all around you. And you're like, can I stay here for one more day, please? I'm not ready to go home with this baby yet. It's kind of, give me some time. This is how the energy these people are in right now. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the read. All right, Holy Divine Spirit, what are the messages for collective, please, and thank you. I'm gonna have to make this a quick one. Yeah, because they didn't reach their goal. They have to hide at a damn military base and just keep sending people to keep spying on you. They keep sending people to spy on you over and over and over again. Dynamic fertility, sacral chakra in reverse, and I have compassion in reverse. A reptile can't have compassion for anybody. No. Reptiles don't have compassion. It's exactly what I told you all it was, ain't it? The dynamic that they need to do what you can do while they're jealous of you is fertility. They need someone that's spiritually fertile. Okay. And being spiritually fertile will give them the sacral energy, that God energy, that creation energy, okay, that they need to be stronger than you or to have the power of God. I coined the phrase, the source of God's power on earth is a healed woman that has completed her shadow work, right? I told you I'm going to make it a t-shirt. The source of God's power on earth is a healed woman that has completed her shadow work. Because in completing her shadow work, she's cleared the spiritual path in her body to access God's power, okay? However you define God. And that is what cultivates her sacral energy, okay? That's what makes it so magical and potent that she can manifest with, okay? But a woman that has not done shadow work can't do that, okay? And the woman is the one with the womb. No offense to the men, but women are the one that have that womb. We're made differently, okay? You have sacral energy too, but they want that divine feminine sacral energy. And it does exist in both men and women because sacral energy is divine feminine energy. And you have to master yourself, master your feminine and masculine energy, your left brain and your right brain. They have to symbiotically work together in perfect unison. These reptiles, they can't function because without that power that you have, that sacral energy, they can't get it without compassion. And they're reptiles. You understand? They're Nephilim reptiles. They don't have compassion. It's not within them at all. Okay? They don't have any compassion. And that's why all they can do is get people to turn into them and try to do magic to steal it from your womb. That's all. They can steal it through your womb by tricking you into a low vibrational relationship and having sex with you. Some of you have been in toxic relationships when you were younger, like I have, where you were in a relationship with a marriage or a marriage with a reptile that had access to your womb and your energy, and their whole life glue up, and you didn't realize it was off of your energy, that you were dealing with a reptile. Okay. And when you separated your energy and walked away, their whole life instantly deflated because they don't have that dynamic, compassion, love. You understand? There are some people that have been in families of reptiles. Okay. So it's a lot of, they have different ways to access your energy through relationships, through sex, and also through friendships, and other dynamics too. So that's why they're crazy about y'all and coming for y'all, because y'all have that sacred energy that's powered by your high vibrational, high frequency thoughts. And these reptiles don't. They don't have compassion, therefore they're not fertile. And that's the missing dynamic. What are the messages? What are the messages? Okay. Somebody's heartbroken right now because they couldn't backstab and betray you, because you figured out how to make the demons in your life disappear through clear thought. We talked about that before. How you make demons disappear is not by running outside and chasing them around with a broom. And I'm talking about people doing things up around your home, to your car, all that. They'll just come back. If you chase 5 demons away, 10 more will come back thinking they're stronger. You know, demons, they act like gremlins. You understand? They're like cowardly hyenas. You know, and if you go out there and wave a stick or a broom or fire at them, they'll jump back. And then they'll start laughing and jump at you again with more of them. The only way to get rid of these demons coming around doing stupid stuff to your car, your home, knocking over your mailbox, stupid stuff like that, is for you to go into a meditative trance, go into a fast, and to clear your mind. The only way they'll disappear, because the thing that's operating the vessel is the demon. You understand? And the minute you raise your vibration and frequency to a higher vibration through fasting and meditation, and command that they leave, whatever spirit is in that person, the person retreats, because the spirit cannot withstand spiritually your frequency and vibration. That's the secret. That's the only way. I promise you. Because if you go out there waving around a fire torch, like get away, it's going to be like a scene in The Lion King. They're just going to keep on jumping back and laughing and go bring more, like you're playing a game with them. You understand? You have to pray them away. That's the only way. You have to meditate, fast, and get your spiritual power up to banish them. Okay? So the 9 of Vajaras is the 9 of Swords. Somebody couldn't backstab and betray you. Somebody in my collective has scattered all the demons that were up around them doing stuff with your power, and they're heartbroken about that. Okay. I have the 8 of Vajaras. See, what they were trying to do to whoever you are is they were trying to restrict you psychically and spiritually. Okay. They wanted you in a mental imprisonment so that you wouldn't fast, so you wouldn't meditate, to get the energy up. It's one thing to say a prayer, and it's another thing to light a candle, even depending on what your practices are. Some people will light a candle and put their intention with salt around it, because salt transferring into the spiritual realm will hold the energy of the request, whatever you're manifesting, together, okay, inside. Salt is very spiritual. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And others of you only believe in praying a prayer with your mouth, and that's it. But the thing that is going to fuel the prayer is your energy, based on you fasting. You have to fast. You have to fast and meditate to get in alignment through breath yoga. And then when you make the request, that's when you see it happen instantly. Okay. Someone was hoping you'd be in a mental imprisonment or you would be stuck spiritually in some kind of a way, but you're not, and they're heartbroken. And you scattered the demons up around you. I have the Ace of Wands reversed here. These people might have been very, like the rooster represents greed. This is the Ten of Pentacle in reverse. Yeah, somebody kept offering large amounts of money to people in your community to keep coming up around you and doing things to you. This rooster represents greed. You have 9 pentacles here, and 10 pentacles is more than what you need. It warns us about the temptation, if we're greedy, to do work that lacks integrity, that can create bad karma for ourselves, to do work that is dishonest. You understand? Like, hey, I'll give you $100 if you go over there and cut off that person's water. I'll pay you $300 if you cut off their electric. I'll give you $500 if you go cut their tire off. And if you jump into their property or break in their house, I'll give you $1,000. You see, when you're greedy, your ears are open and you are open and receptive to doing things that are criminal, that lack integrity, to innocent people. And that'll get you bad karma. So it's in reverse here because someone now can't take action with whatever they were trying to get away with doing. Okay. All right. All right, what is the Kuan Yin Oracle card, please and thank you? And I'll go ahead and pull a Sacral Chakra card. What is the Kuan Yin Oracle card? Clarify the Kuan Yin Oracle card. Clarify the Kuan Yin Oracle card, please and thank you. Clarify the Kuan Yin Oracle card. Clarify the Kuan Yin Oracle card. What is the Kuan Yin Oracle card? Oh, I put a bra on her. Sacred River Yance. Just as the sacred river flows and changes course, you too are evolving on and in your divine path. Changes in the flow of energy within you and in the momentum of your unfolding life path are imminent. This is exciting. You are growing and changing, and soon your life circumstances will reflect your inner evolution. All right. All right. What is the sacral chakra in reverse here? Sacral chakra in reverse. Sacral chakra in reverse, please and thank you. Sacral chakra in reverse. Lots of creativity, but not grounded. Constipation. Connect with water. Burn or meditate with an orange candle for an underactive sacral chakra. Meditate with a blue candle or practice yoga for overactive sacral chakra. Okay, so what I get is somebody has been trying to block your sacral chakra so that they could use your energy. Okay. I have connect with water. So this, even though you drink water, uh, it might be a good idea for you to go to the beach, or a lake or a stream in the mountain or some place that has open water, even if it's a fountain. They want you to connect with water. Okay. Somebody is trying to do magic and take action in your life, to block your sacral energy. They don't want you to be creative. They want to cause you to become constipated. They're hoping that you become constipated, and emotionally numb, by constantly fishing, for different ways to block your sacral, and to shut down your spiritual journey so that they can use your sacral energy. But all you have to do is meditate. And just like I told you all, be very, very careful, that you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Because if these people really, really get desperate, for your energy and they want to stop you from spiritually ascending, they will try to manipulate, like they're doing right now in America with the data centers, your food, your water, your ability to have a roof over your head. They're going to try to do all the things to shake you up so you can't get these in alignment spiritually, because they know how powerful your sacral energy is and they're afraid. They're afraid, and that's why they're trying to intimidate you to give their energy to them through relationships, through intimidating women. If you don't get in a relationship with this man we're sending toward you, then we're going to hurt you. You know, everything is about getting your sacral energy because these reptilians are afraid. Why do you think they do things to try to make you homeless? Because they want you to have sex with one of their guys in these cults so he can siphon your energy and bring it back to them. That's why. Because they know it's powerful. So they intimidate you or try to intimidate you, by doing little things to try to make you feel unsafe at work, when you're traveling, everything. And it's by intention. Don't you need a man? Don't you need to be with a man? You know? But the only man you could be with is one of the ones we pick for you. That's a part of our cult. This is what they're doing to divine women right now, to get your sacral energy. And then if you get quiet and get to meditating and fasting, then they're going to come around you banging things and making noise. They'll try to cut off your electric, cut off your water, cut everything off, to try to throw you off. Because they know if you fully get in alignment and spiritually ascend all the way, get out my face, your ass is grass. You're going to be like Ronald Isley. Bitch, shut up. Can't you see two men are talking? I thought I told your ass to get to walking. Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about, damn it. It was a song back in the day with, the Isley brother. He said, bitch, shut up. Can't you see two men are talking, with R. Kelly? Like literally, that's what they want. That's what they want. The emperor. That's what they want. They know that you're powerful. And they know, because you know how to fight using your sacral energy, because many of you have already ascended, that their ass is grass. That's exactly what it is. Move your ass is grass. I know I messed up. It's been years. I ain't watched that video in so long. I don't remember word for word, but I just remember, before I point my cane. He said, before I point my cane. What that mean? What are you going to do when he point that cane? Move your ass is grass. Bitch, shut up. I thought I told your ass to get to walking. I'm about to catch a cane. He was about to point his cane. Now open your legs and give me that sacral power. Damn it. You done gave it to R. Kelly. And all he want to do is pee on you. All right. What is the energy crown? Let's read. Child, I remember when that song came out. I thought that was so funny. What is the energy crown in this read? Okay, somebody's not partnering up with this warlock. These energies are on my table every day, so I can readily identify them. Yeah, somebody might be separating right now from partnering up with this Cancer, Warlock, and Earth sign. It might be this Capricorn. What's the obstacle? Or somebody could be a Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, the obstacle is right now somebody's taking action. Somebody might be under judgment. Somebody could be cussing somebody out right now about something they did. Okay? Because they couldn't pull it off and get away with it. Oh, the King of Wands reverse. So if something was recently done to you, it was this fire sign. Oh my God. I hope it ain't that fire sign that was in the thing yesterday. That was working with a Leo to have cats attack you and doing all these childish things. Pepe Le Pew. I know this ain't Pepe Le Pew bribing people to do stuff to you still. That lack self-awareness that was in the reading yesterday. What happened in the recent past? What happened in the recent past with this Pepe Le Pew? Oh, somebody got bad karma. This mother figure. Okay, there could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a mother figure that's dealing with bad karma because they work together with someone to do something. Okay. Tell me more about the Lovers reverse. Give me 2 cards. Tell me. Okay. Okay, this is a Cancer, like I said it was. Okay, so this is a Cancer that's really sad about a separation. I don't know. I saw Earth sign in here too. So a Cancer might be really, really sad about a separation right now. Give me 2 cards and tell me more about this mother figure, the Queen of Cups. In the recent past, something could have happened, okay, with a Leo, narcissist, okay, that was going crazy in their head. Okay, so there's a Cancer that could be sad about a Leo and a separation, okay? Tell me a little more about the situation because somebody's under judgment. Tell me more about the situation. Okay, someone was too childish. The way they were going around causing imbalances. Yeah, whatever this Leo was doing, I have the Chariot here. They couldn't go forward with them because whatever they were doing, it was way too childish. Something was too childish. Yeah, and outlandish and ridiculous. So they're under judgment, and there was a Cancer that was really sad about that. But the obstacle is now somebody that took action to try to help them is under judgment. All right, let's jump in. Tell me more about this King of Cups reverse. There could be even 2 Cancers here. One could be you know who, and the other could be a Warlock. It could even be up to 3 or 4 Cancers. I picked up on a Cancer child. I picked up on a Warlock that's a Cancer. You know, Elon Musk likes to frequent my readings. And it might be another Cancer too. You know, take it as a resonance. It could be several. Clarify this Knight of Cups. What's going on with this Knight of Cups reverse? That's a false person. Okay. Yeah, a secret could have been something someone was trying to keep hidden. Could have come to the light about an Aries or an Emperor. Okay. Tell me about this Emperor. What's it? Tell me about it. About someone that was an Aquarius or not the star. Oh, they couldn't move to calmer waters. Okay, this is given destiny swap when I see that star energy. There could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, that was trying to help someone destiny swap with whoever they were with because whoever they were with wanted to be seen as a star. Now, this could be someone that is another one of those Nephilim reptilian energies. This huge amount of weirdos running around trying to kill people and become them, and this copycat energy, a lot of them are actually this Nephilim descendant or reptilian Nephilim type energies I'm talking about. That's why they're weird and are like, if I kill you and do my hair like yours, maybe your husband will want to marry me. And she looked like Henrietta Grouch from Sesame Street, literally. Oscar the Grouch had a wife or a girlfriend anyway. He never claimed her as a wife. She was a pick me. But Henrietta Grouch, say Henrietta Grouch, she's green, she's a reptile Nephilim, and she sees. I don't want to use Miss Piggy, but I don't want to discriminate. She wants to marry and be with Kermit the Frog, and Miss Piggy is already married to Kermit the Frog, and she's Henrietta Grouch. So she goes and clocks Miss Piggy over the head and snatches that blonde wig and throws it on her grouchy head with her green fur, and jumps up in Hermit face with her hot garbage breath and hot dog water smelling, you know what, talking about, hi, it's me. I'm your divine feminine. You understand what I'm saying? Like literally these type of energies, they don't look nothing like you. They don't sound nothing like you. Their personality is nothing like you. They don't possess the same energy and joy as you, but they're psychopaths and they think they can just destiny swap with you and become a copycat and take over you. Like people can't see it's them. You understand? They're weird. But there was an Emperor energy or Aries Leo Sag that was trying to destiny swap his reptilian Nephilium slash Nephilium wife or girlfriend with you. So she could, because she doesn't have the sacral energy or the sacral power. Okay. And their plot and scheme got illuminated about what they were. He was trying to lie to get her a permanent spot in an organization. Okay. This might be like a man that does have gifts, spiritual gifts, but she doesn't. The only gift she has is the gift of a deep throat. The only gift that she has spiritually would be the ability to move her throat chakra back and forth. Okay. So because of that, he saw her as valuable. And that's why he was trying to pass her off as whoever collective is. You understand? But she couldn't. But he couldn't get away with it because you would have to die and you're protected because protection comes with your spiritual ranking. Okay. These two were trying to energy harvest and take your sacral energy. Okay. Together. And they couldn't. And when they couldn't, they thought they would kill you. They thought they were going to do death spells on you and witchcraft to sacrifice whoever you are. But you're anointed and you can't be replaced. They don't have no spiritual. Well, this one don't have spiritual protection. Either way, the truth actually came out. And what happened with this Knight of Cups reverse? Somebody had to balance a situation and they didn't know what direction to go with something. So this person might have a partner that might be a Libra and an earth sign. They might have a coven and they were doing spell work to try to help work together to cover up their mistake and balance the situation by simply trying to find someone to destiny swap his hoe with. Okay. And they couldn't move to calmer waters about it. So it's a group of them where one of them didn't have the sacral power and energy to be a part of their group. And they were looking for somebody that was divine, that had an anointing, that had fertility in their womb, spiritual fertility to siphon from. You know, it's the never ending story, trying to catfish you in a fake relationship and then try to keep you a secret and make you in like you are a side piece and you're going to be the battery for their relationship. And if you refuse, we're going to take you out with witchcraft, doing death spells, and then I'll transfer your energy into my hoe or whore. Okay. And it did not work. Okay. So what's the Lover's reverse now? What is the Lover's reverse? I have the Empress. Right now, the Emperor reverse. Somebody couldn't connect with you because they were toxic. The Emperor reverse is an older man or woman, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, that is in some karmic, distorted, chaotic energy. Okay. And this person's in poverty. They wanted to connect with you to siphon your energy, and they were unable to do that. Okay. There might have even been some confusion about who and what you were. They could have lied and said that you destiny swapped with this person here that wanted your energy. They might have lied and said that you stole their anointing. Ciao, bye. Sit down. All right. And tell me about judgment. The obstacle is somebody took action to bring judgment to somebody. Okay. There could be an earth sign that reversed an ending and made someone an offer but couldn't backstab and betray you. So someone took action to bring these people under judgment. But then somebody was able to sweet talk somebody into doing something else because they left the door open for these karmics, and things didn't turn out the way they thought it would. Okay. This Cancer. So there was at some point one of these people that decided enough was enough because they were going too far in what they were doing to harm or hurt you. And they took action to bring these people under judgment. And at the last minute, they did spell work on this person. And they were working together also with Elon Musk to be childish. And they brought this person back into the fold and manipulated them in some kind of a way so that they would be blocked, okay, from getting on a different path. Yeah, a Queen of Pentacles took very quick action. Who's the Queen of Pentacles that took very quick action? Okay, it might be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, in secret. Yeah, because they couldn't backstab. Somebody couldn't backstab and betray somebody, a Taurus, because they were all connected to a crime that they were trying to get away with. A Libra, a Taurus, Scorpio energy is here. Okay. Now, what happened in the recent past here with this mother figure, Queen of Cups, and then the Knight of Wands? Okay. What's the Six of Pentacles reverse? What are you talking about? They were trying to avoid a tower. Somebody really wasn't all the way in what they were trying to do. Like their mind wasn't all the way in it. Like they really, really didn't want to do it. It was more peer pressure, comfortability. You've worked with us forever, because they had already kicked these people out their energy. Somebody already kicked these people out their energy. But somebody was able to convince somebody because they were being destructive and reckless, trying to get a judgment over somebody. They were trying to get this judgment over somebody. Okay. And now they have bad karma. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Somebody's heartbroken because you're still moving forward. So whatever this person did, the Devil reverse. Who's the Queen of Cups? Who's this mother figure? Oh, it was some kind of spiritual practitioner that felt defeated and had an ego death because they took action against you because they were sure that they could take you down spiritually because they're a spiritual practitioner. But they were no match for your power. You were too much of a burden for them, and they had to let it go. Love will always win. Those of you that abide in the highest vibration of love, no weapon shall ever prosper that's formed against you. You will never, ever lose because your protection is stronger. Love is always stronger than hate. Yes. Love is always stronger than hate. Literally, when you are in hate, that's a low vibration. It spiritually disarms you. And your electromagnetic field, which we call an aura, that vibrates and will ping, pong, dispel all sickness, disease, evil spirits, and anything away from you. When you become angry, it spiritually disarms you. When you hate someone, it spiritually disarms you. It causes your auric field to vibrate slower, creating huge gaps and holes in your aura. So when they do spell work, it can penetrate and hit you in your organs, in your body, in your energy centers. Okay. Love is always stronger than hate. The more you can stay in a high vibration of love and vibrate really, really fast, nothing can penetrate love. You understand? Because it's a high, high vibration. It's what causes, again, the electromagnetic field around you, which is your force field that we call the aura. It causes it to vibrate and damn near form a barrier, a spiritual barrier of protection. Okay. So people coming to do things to hurt you with evil intentions, they hate you. They have bad intentions. Low frequency. How in the world would that low frequency trump a high frequency? It's science. Right now, more about this moon energy and the Five of Cups reverse. Tell me about the moon and the Five of Cups reverse. Something could be happening very quickly. Okay, the Devil reverse. Somebody's under judgment. Okay, somebody wasn't able to get away with an illusion, and somebody's about to be up under judgment. Okay, I have the Page of Wands. What's the Page of Wands? Oh, someone got a message that the spell work that they did backfired already. Okay, someone got a message that the spell work they did backfired, and now they're sad about it. So someone could have recently done something to you, being destructive, and the spell work that they did behind it backfired. Most likely, they did something stupid, because everything they do is stupid. And the spell work happens when you react to what they did. You understand? Like if I go knock the glass out of your car window, okay, that's the first part of the spell. The second part is your reaction, your emotional reaction to it. The emotional reaction to it is where they do the spell work to try to turn you into the aggressor by you reacting angry or yelling or becoming aggressive, because then they can accuse you of being threatening, of being paranoid, of being aggressive. And then because these people are dishonest, and they will try to use laws in their favor, someone will say they felt threatened by the way you yelled at them, or your overreaction, or you got in their personal space like you were going to hurt or hit them after they tried to break into your car and bust the window, though. But it doesn't matter. The point is, with these demons, they have a lot of police and people on their side that's already programmed to take their side, but they need evidence from you. They need you to emotionally react to what they do. And they do some kind of emotional spell on you, hoping that when you get mad, they busted the front of your window out, that you overreact emotionally. And they can be like, I don't know, they lost their mind, and they're attacking everybody. They attacked my child. They attacked, you understand? The emotional spell based on the thing they did to you in the physical realm is to invoke anger in you. And your anger is going to become the focus point of the crime when the police get called. You understand? This is why it's very important to go gray rock, to completely lock up and seal up your emotions to anything they do. Whatever they do to you, no matter what they do, they're hoping that they'll be able to lock you up or do a mental health assessment based on your emotional outburst, anger, or aggression to whatever they do. That's why you just got to fast and pray, meditate. Okay, of course, you got to take action and clean up glass and fix things, but you don't give anyone access to your emotions. Anything that they do to you, you need to react robotically with perfect logic, no emotion. Gray rock method. You know, with narcissists, you have to gray rock them. When you're dealing with narcissists, they thrive off of your emotional reaction. So no matter what they do to you, to get a reaction out of you, you take it in like a robot. Okay, you put glass on my floor, and you broke my window. I'll need a new one. Like function like a robot. So let me go ahead and look up someone. Let me clean up the glass so no one gets hurt. Let me make sure I get a picture of you. So when I file my report with the police, like don't give any emotion. Function like a robot. Let me call the police and file a report. I have your picture already. And they're looking at you, waiting for you to react. You know, they when they do things to you, they'll have a big smile on their face because they know they're not going to jail. They want a reaction out of you. You understand? They're trying to charm you. They're trying to instigate. They're trying to get you to do what they want you to do. All you do is function like a robot. Take their picture, you record them, and then call the police with no emotion in your voice at all whatsoever, and follow each procedure with no emotion in your voice. Just go strictly left brain. You know, okay, I need to file a report. This person did that. If you can, I would like them arrested, blah, 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 and do everything to the best of your ability to get justice with no emotion. Okay. And then after that, try to put boundaries up, protection, cameras, whatever. But you don't give these people an emotional response to anything they do, because most of them are part of a cult and they won't go to jail because they're all corrupt. And tell me more now about this mother figure. This mother figure is a Leo. Clarify this Leo energy here. Someone's overly emotional right now. Yeah. The strength card is clarifying this Leo. They feel powerless. Yeah. Because something didn't go in their favor when they tried to create an imbalance with this other fire sign against you. Yeah. Instead, something's getting balanced. Okay. Someone was being childish in trying to create an imbalance for you. Okay. Yeah, this fire sign, Queen of Wands reverse. It could be like a man and a woman working together in that crackhead, meth head energy right now because they couldn't sacrifice you, so they didn't get paid. And they're using the last bits of money they have to still linger around you doing stupid stuff. Because when you're on drugs, you come up with really, really dumb ideas. Like, I know, what if all of us dress up like in costumes? I know where I can get a mustache from that I found from a Halloween store where they keep all the stuff in the trash in the back dumpster, and we could put costumes on so they won't recognize us meth heads. And we'll walk in the store and I'll put a business suit on I found at the thrift store, and no one will know what we're doing. It's like the Friday After Next, Ice Cube's, movie when, pimpin', with Cat Williams, when they went in the store acting like clowning, you knew they were druggies stealing clothes. You understand? This is how these people are behaving right now. Like, literally, this is how these people are behaving right now. There is a fire sign couple that have crack heads, and what little bit of money they have left, they're using on dumb ideas to attack you, to try to create obstacles for you. I'm gonna put on a fake mustache. Well, the store, they got rid of it. It's not there. Well, I got a black magic marker. I'm gonna draw a mustache on your face. She'll never recognize you. Like, that's the energy that they in right now. They're in that type of energy with those type of ideas. Don't worry, she won't recognize you. Shave your eyebrows off, and I'm gonna draw some eyebrows on, and I'm gonna draw a mustache on your face and put a wig on your head. She won't know it's us. That's literally how they are right now. Okay, so they don't know. Somebody don't know what direction to go because you're the Empress. The Empress is very intuitive because she's all four queens in the deck. She's good with her money. She's the Queen of Cups. She's intuitive, highly, okay, and empathetic, but with boundaries. The Queen of Swords, and she got her ego in check too, so she doesn't do things out of ego. But her confidence comes from within and nothing outside of her, because she knows her purpose, because she has a beautiful, healthy personality that she has cultivated, because she has worked on herself and with herself and spent time with herself to develop a healthy personality, to find out what her talents, skills, gifts, and abilities are. So she has many talents. She might be able to sing, cook, create, draw, make things, start a business, make clothing, design clothing, count numbers really good, architecture, whatever, him, her. These are very abundant people that have mastered to a certain degree all four aspects of their character. And intuition is one of them. Queen of Cups are tuned into emotions, energy. Okay. The Empress, that's one of the things he or she mastered. So they you can't fake with them and play in their face. Somebody wants to take a risk. Someone could be a Gemini. What is the Lovers reverse? A Taurus, but they couldn't create an illusion. Okay, so this Leo and Aries were working for and taking a risk for a Gemini and a Taurus that's a part of a cult that was still trying to get a judgment over you, to try to say you were crazy. Child, these people too stupid for me. I'm over it. if my water is not on by the end of this reading, I'm gonna come on here live and we're gonna start having a conversation about exactly where I'm at and about exactly who took a bribe. And I'm gonna do a full reading about it, and I'm gonna put it in my title so everybody can see. Give me a final message, please, and thank you. Someone was doing magic to try to get you out your home, the Nine of Pentacles reverse, with the crime that they committed, and now they're sad. Final message. Somebody's about to get fully exposed and put on blast, names and all. And somebody's taking quick action right now because somebody's backstabbed and betrayed. Oh, I'm going to come out with the names and everything. Final message. The Hermit. Someone might be a professor. Message. Professor and Marianne here on Gilligan's Island. Final message. All right. Somebody's taking action to end the conflict right now. Okay. Because they know that you're a high priestess and you know everything. And so somebody knows that you're highly intuitive, and it won't be a thing to just keep exposing every single thing they do to the world. Okay. And they're taking action to, I guess, fix a situation, an imbalance that they bribed or paid someone to cause. Somebody might be about to let something go. They might be conferencing with someone with the Six of Pentacles right now. The Devil reverse, or the Devil, a Capricorn. So, a Capricorn. Oh no. Clarify the Hangman. Yeah, somebody was being destructive for this Capricorn. Okay, clarify the Hangman. They took an offer. Yeah, someone took an offer from a Capricorn to try to help them to sacrifice you. See, how it works is they do something to you first, and then they do magic and wait for you to react. And they're hoping that the emotional spell or magic they do will make you overreact, and they'll have an excuse to put you in jail. And by getting you from one place to the other, a vulnerable position like jail, they'll be able to then make your death look like an accident, where the death card, the Hangman, they'll be able to backstab and betray you. So they try to create a situation wherein they'll have an excuse to put you in jail or to put you somewhere where death is common, where it's easier to explain away a death. Like, oh, they took their life, Sandra Bland, or they, I believe that's what they did to Sandra Bland. Say her name, y'all. Sandra Bland. They killed her in jail in Texas. But this is what they do, and they've been waiting for your emotions, and they didn't get any, and they're not going to. But they are going to get exposed, I'll tell you that. One final card to finish this. Yeah, it's easy to kill someone in jail and say they got in a fight with another inmate that was doing life already. You understand? So the most thing is to protect your emotions, guys. Make sure you protect your emotions at all costs. All right, final message. Final message. One final card. All of this is to try to get a judgment to get control over you. Okay. Y'all, like I said before, you need to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That means wherever you live, you have water accessible at all times. Okay? Things that they do on a small scale, they also will do to the masses on a large scale. You make sure you have water for flushing toilet, for drinking, for washing, for everything. Like stored away, and a lot of it, because just the way like they did me here, because they took bribe money from some people that have been targeting me, trying to kill me. They're doing that on a larger scale too right now, all across the country, where they're going to do larger things to restrict your water, restrict power, and restrict different things to accomplish their agenda. So you got to be very, very careful that you have your own sources of power for an emergency if the power grid goes down, or if water. Most importantly is water. I mean, you can get oil lamps with backup oil from Walmart. You can get candles and other things like that. Firewood, keep. But at the end of the day, also have gas operating generator, a battery operating generator, solar generator as well, if you can. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But above all else, keep water. Keep water and, things like peanut butter that has sugar in it. Things that can last a very long time in case you have children. Other foods too, but that you have to worry about feeding and you worry about longevity. I always talk about that. I'm just saying, y'all, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. A lot of cans, dry beans, dry rice. All right. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love right now. I show gratitude right now for my ancestors of the highest vibration of love, my ascended masters, my angels, and my guides. I show gratitude right now for my ancestors, Laura Mae Moore, Ella Mae Freeman, Katie Freeman, Katie Covington, Charles Hinton, Herbert Moore, Aleka Wuvu, Burhana Wuvu, Melaka Ganet Wuvu. I show gratitude right now for the favor and protection that comes with being in alignment for my assignment. I show gratitude right now for complete restoration, financially, physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I show gratitude right now for each and every blessing that God has bestowed upon us, however you define God. I show gratitude right now for earth, wind, and fire, both the elements and the group. I show gratitude right now for all of the planets that God put in place inside our body, as within, so without, and in the sky, each possessing its own unique vibrational frequency, that when we echo out the vowel sound that goes with each planet in different orders that spell out the different names of God that we all call Olodumare, Umima, Jehovah, Christ Jesus, Iao, Yeshua, Allah. All of our prayer requests and affirmations are granted. Right now, I command every witchcraft-inspired warfare against my life, against my collective's life, to cease right now. In the name of Iao, Yeshua. I command every witchcraft-inspired warfare against my finances, against my relationships, against my spirit and energy. I command you, cease right now in motion. Cease right now in motion. Every witchcraft-inspired warfare in my life, permanently. Jeremiah 46:11 states, "For this day the Lord God of hosts, a day of vengeance, that I may be avenged of my adversaries, and the sword shall devour them, and it shall be made satiate and made drunk with their blood. Cut every spear and bend every bow." They did cry there. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise. He has passed the time appointed. Every enemy known and unknown, seen and unseen, working against my progress and life, expire in motion right now. I command it. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things right now, proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Silence the tongue of every campaign of calamity against me right now. Silence the tongue of every chanting witchcraft, everyone chanting witchcraft against me right now. Every war strike, every scorch of tongue, every war caused by tongue of man, right now I command you to be silent. Be silenced right now. Let me not be ashamed, O Lord. I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silenced in the grave. Whosoever will enter coffin, or sleeps with the dead, or worships the dead, or washes the dead to wage war against me, let them be silenced in the grave. In the name of Yeshua, in the name of Iao, I command by the light and authority invested in me, be silent right now. Be silent in the darkness. Silence in the grave. Silence right now. The wicked shall become silent in the darkness. The wicked shall be silenced in the darkness. I command it. I command every wicked, lying, chanting tongue, speaking and chanting witchcraft against my health, my finances, my energy, and my progress. Be silent. I command every witch and warlock astral projecting to me in my environment, in the dream state, on any plane of existence, hawk their horses and split their tendons so they can be immobilized right now. I command every witch and warlock astral projecting into my environment, let their silver cord be cut off. Let my protectors and angels and ascended masters and guides cut off their sea backwards, cause their airplane and Merkaba to crash and malfunction and cause their death, never to return again in this lifetime. Let every witch and warlock flying or crawling in my environment, let them fall down and stop in motion and die instantly. Break, bend, and twist every wing right now. Burn their chariots with fire. Cause their witchcraft wings witchcraft wings to break in motion. Cause them to fall out the sky and die. Let their wings break and cause them to crash and fall out the sky and die instantly. Let the enemies fighting against my progress be disgraced right now. Let the enemies of my children be disgraced right now. Let every witchcraft coven flying against my destiny or crawling on the ground against my destiny fall out the sky and be openly disgraced and disposed right now. As they take off, they shall crash. I said, as they take off, they shall crash. As they take off, they shall crash. Whosoever is flying for my sake against my progress, as a witchcraft bird, or crawling on the ground in my environment, as a witchcraft lizard or snake or cat, in the name of Christ Jehovah, Yeshua, fall out the sky, be stopped in motion and meet your death. Scrape and break your ass and then die instantly. Whosoever is flying for evil as a witchcraft bird, or crawling as a witchcraft cat, or any other against my soul, crash, stop breathing, collapse, and die in motion. Right now, today, I decree and declare it. I command it. Whatsoever he shall bind in heaven shall be bound in earth. And whatsoever he shall loose in heaven shall also be loosed in earth. I bind every enchantment of witchcraft put against me right now in heaven and in earth. I bind it right now, and I command you to return and go directly back to the sender. Every death spell, every evil eye, every negative intention, every curse, every hex, every bewitchment, every negative incantation spoken against me, I bind you in heaven and I bind you in the earth. And I command you to return and go directly back to your sender and fully manifest in their life the outcome that and desired intention that they had for me instead. Whatsoever I bind in heaven is also bound in the earth by the light and authority invested in me. Right now, I bind in heaven and in earth every candle, every picture, every item, every charm, every demonic altar referencing my name. I bind it in heaven and I bind it in the earthly planes right now. I command you to be completely obliterated and destroyed, nullified and neutralized. I command you to catch fire on all planes of existence, burst into flames and scatter in the name of Christ Jehovah. I command it right now. Right now, I cover myself and my collective from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet with a circle of protection of that Kundalini violet flame, which is my Holy Spirit that I invoke with my holy words. Kadus, Kadus, Kadus. Holy, holy, holy. To protect us and to deflect and reflect all negative energy and witchcraft attacks and spells and low frequencies and low vibrational evil eye projected toward us off in another direction. As we step out today, our feet will not step on evil. Our eyes will not see evil. Our ears will not hear evil. The universe, my ancestors, my guides and ascended masters, the Most High God, Yeshua, Christ Jehovah is my refuge, shield, and buckler. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Let every tongue that rise up against us in judgment be condemned right now, because life and death is in the power of the tongue. And let those that love it eat the fruit thereof. Let death seize upon them, and let them go quickly into hell. For they fear not God, therefore they have no changes. This is my heritage of the righteous, which is thee. I show gratitude that you disappointeth the device of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. You taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime, and they grope in the noonday as in the night. But thou savest the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. I command protection over me and my collective, and over our home through every entrance of our home and property. By divine right, as we step out, we ask God, as we define God and the universe, our ancestors and guides of the highest white light, take charge and protect us. Let your presence be with us. And I thank you for granting our every request. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties right now that bring me pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free. It is protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, and by sea. I am whole. I am pure. I am free. May the blessings be. I now close every portal, and I'll sever every energetic cord that no longer serves me. And I fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. Mote it be. So shall it be. Ashe. Well, y'all know what it is. Y'all know exactly what it is, right? We are in a spiritual battle. And don't feel intimidated because these things that we're fighting are different than us. These Nephilim bloodlined people, you see them every day. Okay? You see them every day. It's just like in the movie They Live. I promise you. They're amongst you. They're in your family. They're all around us. Some of them were born that way. They're already that way. Others of them did a ritual, and that particular Nephilim entity destiny swapped with the weak-willed person that joined the cult because they wanted some form of instant gratification. That's what we're wrestling with right now. And they're using the government systems that are already put in place and their resources to declare war on us. And they want to be able to legally have grounds to lock you away in jail or a mental institution by abusing power and by eliciting an emotional reaction out of you that they can deem aggression. What you need to do is fast and go into a meditative state and just say what you want to happen. Fasting and clearing your mind through breath yoga. And if there is anything in the physical realm that you have to deal with that they're executing against you childishly, the main thing is remember the gray rock method. Operate in your left brain only. No emotion at all whatsoever. Their whole war against you is over your sacral energy, and your sacral chakra governs your emotional body. That's the most important thing. Your sacral chakra governs your emotional body. So if they're going to war with you, the only way they can win that war if they can control your emotions. So you have to guard your emotions like it's your bank account and everything else. You also have to guard your sexual energy. Be careful, y'all. If you are sexually active, I'm never having sex again in life. I'm good. I don't want to marry. I don't want to date or anything. I asked what I needed to do to be safe to my ancestors, and they said, become the hermit magician and stay it in right now. For me, that's not for y'all. Okay. But they said the only way to protect my energy fully and completely, because they told me even if I got out there and tried to date, I would only be in a cycle because there's so many of these reptilians out here that are aware of my energy. And I'll just stay in cycles of people trying to trick me, of course, even in dating, that's wasting your energy. It would be a complete waste of energy if you already know that you're very powerful, and that everyone can see your light and your energy. And it's more Nephilim reptilians running around out here than it is, available like good men or whatever. So all they're going to do is line them up and surround you with them and keep sending them towards you. And they'll be going in cycles with stupid people trying to trick you up out of your energy. And even if you're not sexually active and you're just dating, that doesn't matter. You're still expelling energy, going in circles, wasting time with different people where nothing is going to come out of it at all whatsoever, because they're not on your level, your frequency, and they're aware of you. So they're still going to be following you. They're still going to be in your phone. They're still going to be watching you carefully over your shoulder, trying to look in between your legs. What you going to do with that? What you going to do with that? Yeah, what you going to do with that? That's how they act. Look, all of y'all that's being stalked, or for all of my ladies out here that are divine, that have been gang stalked and isolated because they trying to get your energy. All of y'all that have been being stalked by both men and women that want to harness your sacral energy, that's how they act. That's what it feel like, right? It feel like somebody is following you everywhere you go with their head over your shoulder, smiling, talking about what you gonna do with that. Women and men, both women and men, because all they do is have orgies, these cults, and spread their sexual energy, spiritual demons and diseases around. And they look for divine men and women that have potent energy to siphon from. That's it. And that's it. Yeah, Jessica Barry, I know you feel me. That's what it feel like. It feel like having a man following you around in a flea market or a store or something. Literally, like, what you gonna? Is that for sale? What you gonna do with that? No, it's a store. It's a flea market. Kind of dumbass question is that? I'm not selling it. Get the hell away from me before I shoot your ass. You understand? But that's what it feel like. So for some of us, it is what it is. The only way some of us are going to stay safe is literally by just never, ever, 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 ever. If you're of a certain age, if you are of a certain age and you okay, you feel me? It would be harder, I guess, for the younger ones, of course, because some of you might not have kids yet, and I really, really pity you for the world that we're in right now. I wish you all the best of luck. Use your discernment. Be very, very careful. Protect yourself. Be in closed, more tight-knit communities. That's my suggestion. People, even me when I was younger, I used to think that certain types of behavior deemed you a snob, or deemed you thinking you were better than other people, or, oh, you got money, so you can't sit with certain people. I can't stand people that act stuck up, blah, 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 blah. No. Back it up. Did y'all see the post of the beautiful, gorgeous young girl? She was 22 years old, and a couple of little inbred Nephilim reptilian children. I think they decapitated her and killed her, and everything was off jealousy. I posted a news story. Like, when you think about it, yeah, you better discriminate. You better discriminate like hell right now, because some of these are cold-blooded ass reptilian children, reptilian parents, family, friends, community. Oh, you think you better than us? No, you're different than I am, and no, you can't be a part of my community. And no, you can't be a part. This is a closed community. Yes, you need to separate yourself. And yes, you need to be unapologetic. You're not here to help everybody. You're here, for some of you all, to give certain truths. You can lead by example, but you don't have to give proximity to a bunch of reptilians. Anybody that sold their soul for instant gratification to a cult and did a ritual where they destiny swapped literally their energy with one of these reptilian Nephilim types, yeah, I'm going to discriminate against you. No, I would never be your friend. No, I would never allow you to get proximity to me. Well, especially not the ones that are not present in their own consciousness and body, because some of them are actual reptiles for real. Okay. But yes, you should discriminate. Absolutely. Unapologetically, When I was younger, I was a certain type of a way, like, no, I don't want to seem stuck up or like I'm better than you. Better act like you better than them. You're better because you love. You are better because you took your medicine, which was shadow work, which made you better. Don't tiptoe around it. You are better. And they can be better too if they would repent and take accountability for their life and then do inner shadow work to make themselves better too. But while they're not better, they're sick. And while they're sick, if you go next to them, you might catch something, a spiritual disease, a bullet, or they might backstab and betray you because you might be further along spiritually evolved than they are, and they have not yet addressed their jealousy and addressed character issues they have. So guess what? They're going to be tempted to hurt you or hurt your children or steal from you or do something to you. You better discriminate. And if somebody says, oh, you think you better, how come you don't let certain types of people and certain people connect and you only move in certain circles? And you better hold your head up unapologetically and say, I'm sorry, I'm in a closed society. I ain't say you had to be rich, but no. You better discriminate and you better have your own circle of only people that you trust, that you have fully vetted. That's how you protect your own. That's how communities survive. And that's how you stay safe. And you better do it unapologetically. I'm QUAN and I love y'all. And this is love of the highest vibration. And of course, y'all know I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about your energy. And I'm talking about the type of soul that you are. Because these reptilians are popping up in every single race, any color, anybody that sells their soul. Can be any race or color. So you better discriminate. Guys, I love you. QUAN Yin, love of the highest vibration. I'm out.